Hello everyone. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through some really good interesting stuff. Okay. So basically today's contents are, I'm gonna explain you what is candlestick and what are different types of candlesticks in this video because the candlestick patterns are very important. They're very, they are equally important as support and resistance and trend lines. Okay. So candlestick patterns can also act as confirmations before taking the trade. So it's really important for everyone to know what are the different types of candlestick patterns that we usually observe in the market. So you need to be making decisions, you need to be changing your decisions upon looking upon the different types of candlestick patterns. Okay. So yes, welcome to Infinite Floating Stocks. So yes, today I'm going to explain you all these things today. All right. Yes, these are all the contents for this video. In this video, I'm going to explain you what is candlestick and how a candlestick is formed and what are the different types of candlestick patterns which can act as confirmations before taking the trade, and the important points while dealing with candlestick patterns. Okay. And how to identify candlestick patterns effectively. Okay. So these are all our contents, and yeah, let's start. So what is candlestick? It's actually simple. To explain this, uh, I'll switch to chart. I'm going to open my chart and I'm going to explain you what is candlestick now. All right. I'm expecting that everyone is able to see my chart. So, all right. So here comes the time frame. When I call it as time frame, that means it includes all the time frames, like from 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. These are all the time frames that every broker provides. Okay, so we need to be using all these time frames while trading. I'm going to explain you when to use which time frame and how to use the time frame and how to take decisions depending upon the time frame analysis. Okay, I'm going to explain you all those things in upcoming sessions. Okay, so today, if I select 1 minute, much all these are all the candles, these are all the candles. So it looks like a candle, right? See, it looks like a candle. This looks like a candle. There is a wick at the top. So this empty, uh give me a second. All right, look at this thing, look at this part. It looks like a wick, right? It looks like a wick, candle wick. So this empty part is called wick of the candle, and this green color is called body of the candle. Okay, remember the word, it's very important. All right, so if I select 1 minute, these are all the candles are formed in 1 minute. For example, look at the chart, look at the x-axis. This gives you the time frame. This is for 315 and this is 318. So the the x-axis gives you the time and the y-axis gives you the price on the chart. Okay, so when I select 1 minute time frame, this each candle is formed in 1 minute. This is 1 minute candle, this is another 1 minute candle, this is another 1 minute candle, this is another 1 minute candle. Okay, so when I switch back to 2 minutes, that means every candle is formed in 2 minutes. Okay, when I switch back to 3 minute, that means the candle will be formed in 3 minutes. Each candle takes 3 minutes to form. Okay, if I select 5 minutes, each candle will be formed in 5 minutes. If I select 1 hour, that means each candle will be formed in 1 hour. If I select 1 day, that means each candle will be of 1 day. Now see, look at this, look at the x-axis. It gives you the date. This is October 1st. Sorry, not October 1st. All right, this 5 means this is October 5th. On October 5th, this is the candle formation. This is October 6th candle formation. This is October 7th candle formation. This is October 8th candle formation, and this is October 9th candle formation. Okay, so this is how the candlesticks will be formed depending upon different time frames. Now see, if I select 1 month, then all the candlesticks are of 1 month. Now see, this is October's candlestick, this is September's, this is August. Look at the x-axis, guys. This is August, so this whole candlestick will take 1 month, that is August month, to form. Okay, so this is huge red candle. This is formed in March because of coronavirus fears. The market, I mean, fell down badly. This is a huge candle that is formed in March, and yeah, each candle will be of 1 month. If I select 1 month time frame, if I select 5 minutes, each candle will be formed in 5 minutes. Okay, and here comes the important thing. Okay, if the candle color is red color, that means more number of sellers are coming into the market. Okay, I repeat, if the candle color is red color, that means more number of sellers are coming to the market at that time. At that time, look at the x-axis. It shows 1:35 p.m. on 9th October. Okay, so on the day, at that time, more number of sellers came to the market. So the candlestick turns out to be a red if more number of sellers are coming. Now look at this green candle. If the candle color is green, that means on that day, at that time, more number of buyers came to the market. Look at the x-axis. It shows 9th October 12:35 p.m. Okay, at that time, for that 5 minutes, more number of buyers came to the market. So the candle color is green. If more number of buyers come to the market, the color of the candle will be green. If more number of sellers come to the market, then the color of the candle will be red. See, from 12:05 p.m. to 12:30 p.m., more number of sellers came to the market. So all the candle colors are red here. Okay, so now see, look at this thing. Here all the can back to back 4 candles are green color. Okay, that means more number of buyers came to the market from 10:35 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. Okay, so when I select 5 minutes, then each candle will be of 5 minutes. And if the candle color is green color, that means more number of buyers are coming to the market on that day at that time. If if the candle color is red color, that means more number of sellers are coming to the market on that day at that time. Okay, uh, all right, let's get on to the definition. That's how the candlestick looks. So all right, candlestick is a byproduct of fight between buyers and sellers. I repeat, this is very important. Candlestick is a byproduct. It's a byproduct of uh, fight between buyers and sellers. When I say it is a fight between buyers and sellers, that means when I select the time frame as 5 minutes, during these 5 minutes, more number of sellers came to the market. So it's red color. Okay, so there is no fight because the whole color of candle is red. There is no wick. This candle doesn't have any wick. Look, these two candles doesn't have any wick. Wick is nothing but this small shaded line. Okay, if there is no wick for the candle, that means there was no opponents for them. Okay, so no buyer came here, so the candle color is completely red without any wick. If the candle is green color like this with wick at top and wick at bottom, that means this wick area is nothing but fighting area. Okay, so this body area is nothing but the part of candle which they own. If the candle color is a red color, I mean, if the candle color is green color, that means buyers won the battle, and so the color of the candle is green color. And this wick area is nothing but uh, I mean, buyers tried to, I mean, make the candle more greener, but sellers came to the market and they pushed the price towards downward from let me show. Okay, look at this candle. This is top of the candle, right? And this is bottom of the candle. Okay, so actually buyers try to make whole green candle. Buyers will try to make whole green candle, but sellers will come to the market and they won't be happy, and they push the price towards downward. Okay, they push the price, sorry, give me a minute. Okay, from this point, they pushed the price towards downward till here. Yes, from here, they pushed the price till here. So this area is nothing but fighting area where opponents won. Okay. Now wait, I'll divide this candle into 4 parts. This is part 1, this is part 2, this is part 3, and this is part 4. Okay. Sorry. This is part 4. Okay. I'm talking about this candle. Now I have divided the candle into 4 parts. Among them, this is low of the candle, this is high of the candle, and this, when the color appears to be green, that is body of the candle. Okay. And this is nothing but shaded part is called wick, WICK, wick of the candle, and this bottom shaded part is also called wick of the candle. Okay. Now this wick is nothing but the opponents came and they fought and they won. In this scenario, the candle is green color. So this wick area is nothing but the fight between buyers and sellers where sellers won. So the wick appears. At this point also, sellers won. So the wick appears. But at the middle of the body, buyers won. So the color of the candle will be green. Okay. So I repeat, I'll explain this. Wait, it will be like little confusing. No problem. I'll explain it again. All right. Let's consider some red candle now. Oh, all right. Let's consider this red candle. This one part. This is part 2. I'm dividing the candle into 4 parts now. Okay. All right. Now see, the body of the color is red candle. That means on that day at that time, more number of sellers came to the market. So the color of the candle is red. Okay. This red color is nothing but body of the candle. And this wick, this shadow is called, this wick is called, uh, I mean, the fighting area where opponents won. I mean, buyers came to the market and they pushed the price up. So the wick will be formed. Here also, buyers came to the market and they pushed the price down here. Okay. So the wick is nothing but the fighting area between buyers and sellers, and body area is nothing but where sellers won. If the sellers wins, then color will be red, candle color will be red. If the buyers wins the battle, then the color of the body of the candle will be green. Okay. All right. So candlestick actually records the market movement. When I say it records the market movement, that means it actually records. I mean, the chart will move forward by forming candles. That is nothing but recording the movement. See, for example, tomorrow, if the market opens here and it moves like this, the new candles will get generated here. That means the candles are recording the market movement. Okay. So if buyers are strong, green color candle will be formed. I already told you that. And if sellers are strong, red color candle will be formed. Okay. So structure of candlestick. This is very important. All right. This is a structure of candlestick. So when the color of the candle is green, then such type of candlestick is called bullish candlestick. I repeat, if the color of the candle is green color, then such type of candle is called bullish candlestick. And if the color of the candle is red color, that candlestick can be called as bearish candlestick. Okay. So, and this is the structure of candlestick, and this is low and this is high. And for red color candle also, this will be low and this will be high. Here comes the interesting topic. Now see, open is at the bottom of green candle, but open is at the top of red candle. This is very important because open is nothing but opening price. Okay. The price will open here, and what does the buyers do? They try to push the price towards upward, right? So if the buying pressure is more, the candle color will be green. So open will be at the bottom, and they push the price towards upward. So color will be green color. They try to push the price towards upward. So color will be red, green, sorry. So for open, I mean, for red candle, for bearish candlestick, open will be at the top because sellers come to the market and they push the price towards downward. Okay, they're pressing towards downward, they're pushing towards downward. So open will be at the top. I repeat, this is the structure of candlestick. This is low of candlestick. This is high of candlestick. For green candle, for as well as red candle. This is low of candlestick. This is high of candlestick for bearish, for bullish candle. Okay. Now, when I uh, this is open of candlestick. Open of candlestick will be at the bottom for bullish candle, for green candle, because buyers come to the market and they try to push the price towards upward. They try to push price towards upward. So green color will be formed. They are pushing price from bottom to top. So green color. When it comes to bearish candlestick, I mean, when it sellers will come to the market and they push the price towards downward. They're pressing actually from the top. So open will be at the top for bearish. Okay. Hoping that everyone got this point. So I'm going to explain you how the candlestick will be formed. Okay. That is our next slide. So how a candlestick is formed. It's very simple. The market will, I mean, the candlestick will open at this part. Market will open here. Immediately after opening, sellers may come and they push the price towards down. So the price will be here now because at this point it opened, but sellers came and they pushed the price towards downside. So here is our current candle pattern now. Okay. After after coming to this point, buyers won't be happy and they push the price towards more upward till this point, till high of the candle. Okay. So the body of the color will be green, more greener. At this point, again, sellers will come to the market and they again push the price towards downward. Here where the time ends. If it's 5-minute time frame, the time ends, and this area is nothing but the fight between buyers and sellers. This wick area is nothing but the fight between buyers and sellers. But the body is nothing but the area which they won. If the color is green, that means buyers won the battle. If the color is red color, that means sellers won the battle. Okay. I repeat, I'll explain the same scenario for red candle. Okay. Red candles opening will be at the top because sellers come to the market and they push the price towards downward. Okay. So they push the price towards the low of the candle. They push the price till here. Oh, no, no, not sorry. Uh, Open will be at the top. Immediately after opening here, uh, buyers will come to the market and they push the price towards upward till here. Okay. So again, sellers come to the market and they push the price towards downward. So this is fight area. So the fight area can be defined as wick length, and the worn area can be defined as body. Okay. So sellers come to the market and push the price till the low of the candlestick. Again, buyers will come to the market and they push the price towards this point. So this wick area is nothing but fought area, and this body area is nothing but won area, WON, won. Okay. So candle color will be green if buyers are coming to the market. Candle color will be red if sellers are coming to the market. And open will be at the bottom for green candle, and open will be at the top for red candle. Okay. Now we are done with how a candlestick is formed. Now, yes, what are different types of candlestick patterns? It's very important. It's very important for everyone to know what are different types of candlestick patterns. Okay. These these are all very important candlestick patterns. There are a lot many important candlestick patterns, but among them, only these 8 candlestick patterns are very important. We have shortlisted the most important candlestick patterns, and we're gonna explain you what are really necessary. Okay, we don't explain you what is unnecessary stuff. So we have shortlisted all these candle types which are very important. So among them, doji is very important. The first candlestick type is doji, and doji has 3 different types. One is dragonfly doji, another is gravestone doji, and the third one is long-legged doji. Okay, and hammer candlestick pattern, hanging man, inverted hammer, and engulfing candlestick, harami candlestick, morning star candlestick, evening star candlestick, pin bar candlestick, and Marubozu candlestick. All these are very important candlestick patterns. Okay, you can pause the video and write them down, no problem. All right, so doji candlesticks. So doji is nothing but this candlestick is formed when opening and closing price of a candle is this candle is formed when opening and closing of a price of a candle in a particular time frame is same. I'll get onto the charts and I'll show you what is doji. Okay, so let's search for dojis. Or else, yes, this can do the job. Yes, this is how the doji looks like. Look at this diagram. There won't be any body for doji candlestick. The doji will look like a shadow only. Okay, it won't be having any body, and yeah, it won't be in a green color or it won't be in a red color. The appearance of the candlestick is just a wick, or it will just look like a shadow. It won't be having any body. Okay, that's the importance of doji. Doji won't be having a body, and the candle is nothing but it looks like a wick, and it will be only having a shadow, nothing else. Okay, so that's how the doji looks like. And buyers and sellers are equally strong in this scenario. Okay, like I told, if the buyers win the battle, green color candle will be formed. If sellers win the battle, red color candle will be the formed. But if what happens if both are equal? If both are equally strong, if both are equally strong, dojis will be formed, doji candlestick. Okay, which doesn't have any body. Okay, so these are indecisive candles. Like I told, in this scenario, buyers are also strong and sellers are also equally strong. So it's like a super over scenario in our cricket match. But when it comes to stock market, there won't be any super over to decide who is winner. There won't be any super over in stock market scenario to decide who is winner or who is loser. So dojis will be formed without any bodies. Okay. So color won't be green, color won't be any red. It's like a tie. Okay. It will be look like a shadow. So doji candles are observed mostly at support and resistance levels or at trend lines. This is very important. Okay, I repeat, dojis are observed mostly at support, resistance, and at trend lines. Okay, and dojis candles gives us additional confirmations to make positions depending on trend. Okay, like I told, candlestick patterns will be acting as additional confirmations. So yeah, doji can act as an additional confirmation if it forms at support, resistance, or a trend line. Okay, all right. So different types of dojis. So one is dragonfly doji and another is gravestone doji. Okay, for dragonfly doji, it has a long wick at the bottom and small head at the top. Look at this figure and read the line. It has long wick at the bottom and small head at the top. Okay, it will look like this. If you find this candlestick pattern at support or resistance or trend lines, then it can act as a confirmation candle to make positions. Okay, it can act as a confirmation candle, and it's an indication of buying pressure. Okay, like I told, the opening and also closing is at the top. Okay, it's moving towards top, it's at the top, so that indicates buying pressure. It's an indication of buying pressure. Okay, now gravestone doji, it has a long wick. It's the reverse of dragonfly actually. Okay, it has a long wick at the top and small body at the bottom. Look at the figure and read the line. It has a long wick at the top and small body at the bottom. Okay, so if you find this candlestick at support or resistance level or trend line, then it can act as an additional confirmation. I already told you that. And it's an indication of selling pressure. It's an indication of selling pressure because the opening and closing of the candle is at the bottom. Okay, so that is the reason it's an indication for selling pressure. Now it's very easy to remember the names of these candles because look at the name here. It says dragonfly. Concentrate on these last three words. It says fly. Who flies? Bird flies. It can be a pigeon or something else. fly. How does the pigeon fly? From down level to upward in the air, right? Similar way, dragonfly doji is nothing but the, I mean, it's like a buying pressure. It's an indication for buying pressure. So the price may fly towards upside if dragonfly doji appears at support or resistance or trend lines. Okay. I repeat, dragonfly is nothing but the candle will be formed without any body, where buyers and sellers are equally strong, and it will be having long wick and small body, and the small body will be at the top. Okay, and concentrate on last three words of this dragonfly, which says fly. Fly is nothing but imagine a pigeon flying from bottom to top. Okay, in the similar way, price flies from bottom to top when this type of dojis occur. So yeah, it's an example to remember easily. Okay, so it's an indication of buying pressure. Now see, gravestone doji. Look at this name. It says gravestone. Remember graveyard. What happens at the graveyard? It's very simple. When someone expires, we dig a hole on the earth. We make a hole and we put the body into the hole. Okay, similar way, uh, what we are doing, we are digging the hole to the earth. Okay, we are pressing and digging the hole towards downward. Remember these words, we are pressing the earth and making a hole towards downward, right? Gravestone, graveyard. Okay, here see, the wick will be at the top, at the bottom, and the body will be at the bottom. Okay, because it indicates selling pressure, it's an indication of selling pressure. So the body will be at the bottom without any color. Okay, so dragonfly means it's like a buying pressure where uh, the price rises, the price flies if dragonfly doji happens. And if it's a gravestone doji, that means it's an indication for selling pressure and the price may go down if gravestone dojis occur at support, resistance, or trend lines. So this can act as additional confirmations. All right, long-legged doji. This is the third type of doji, which is a long-legged doji. And look at the image and read the definition. It's an indecisive candlestick formed when there is an equal buying and selling pressure. Okay, and one cannot make any position if this candlestick appears at support, resistance, or trend lines. Okay, and it has long wick above and below the body. See, this is a body without any color. If the body is at top, that means the candlestick pattern is dragonfly. So we can expect a price movement which can move towards upward. Okay. If this body is towards downward, then such type of candlestick pattern is called gravestone. Okay. Remember graveyard. We are digging, we are pressing the earth towards downward. We are digging the hole. Similar way, the price may go down when gravestone doji appears. If dragonfly doji appears, the price may go up. If long-legged doji appears, that means the body will be in the middle. That means it's like an indecisive candle. We cannot take any decisions depending upon long-legged doji. Okay, ignore this type of candlestick if it appears at support, resistance, or trend lines. Okay, expecting that everyone is very clear with what is doji and what is long-legged doji, what is dragonfly doji, and what is gravestone doji. Okay, now let's move on to another candlestick pattern, which is also very important. Okay, and this candlestick pattern is hammer. Okay, look at the diagram, then read the definition. The diagram looks like a hammer, right? It looks like a hammer. It will be having wick at the bottom and a small body at the top. Okay, this is hammer. And the second candlestick pattern is inverted hammer, which is nothing but it will be having wick at the top and body at the bottom. Okay, now read the definition. Hanging man hammer candlestick is formed with less body and more wick. Okay, and if the body color is green, it's like a buying pressure. Okay, and more the wick, stronger the rejection is. Like I told, the wick is nothing but rejection. Fight area of the from the opponent. So if the wick is longer, then more will be the rejection. Okay, and inverted hammer candlestick pattern will be having less body and more wick. And if the body of the color is red, then it indicates selling pressure. Okay, now see body. Uh, Look at the body. Body will be green and it will look like a hammer. Sorry, body will be red and it's looking like a hammer in inverted position. So it indicates selling pressure. This type of candlestick indicates selling pressure, and hammer candlestick indicates buying pressure. Inverted hammer indicates selling pressure. And yes, more the wick, stronger the rejection is. All right. So let's get on to another candlestick pattern, which is also very important. All right. Engulfing candlestick pattern. The third candlestick pattern is engulfing candlestick. Okay. Here in this scenario, uh, yes, just read the lines first. The second candle completely engulfs first candle. I repeat, in engulfing candlestick pattern, the second candle completely engulfs first candle. Okay, look at this. Look at this huge green candle here. What it is doing? It is eating all these green candles. Okay, all these red candles. Okay, engulfing is nothing but eating. Okay, completely. Uh, I mean, completely overthrowing or completely eating away. Now see, this green candlestick is very huge. It's covering all the three small red candles. So this candle is called engulfing candle, and this is called the first candle. This is first candle and this is engulfing candle. When it comes to bearish scenario, look at this green candle here and look at this red candle here. This red candle is eating away the green candle. Okay, this red candle is eating away this green candle, indicating that there are more number of sellers coming to the market, and see the market is moving downward. Now see, in this scenario it's moving towards upward in bullish engulfing. So if it's moving upward, then such candle is called bullish engulfing candlestick. And if it's moving towards downward, if the price is moving towards downward, then we can call it as a bearish engulfing candle. Okay. I repeat, second candle completely engulfs the first candle. Okay. This is second candle. This big, huge candle is called second candle. This should completely eat away the first candle. Sorry. Yeah. This big candle should completely eat this red candle. In this scenario, this red candle should completely eat this green candle. Okay, if this happens at resistance level, that means more number of sellers coming. You can make sell position by observing the candlestick patterns. Okay, so if this happens at the support level, that means more number of buyers coming to the market. This huge candle has engulfed the previous red candle. That means you can make it act as an additional confirmation to make buy position if this happens at support level, support line. Okay, and it indicates trend reversal when formed in support and resistance level. Okay, and engulfing candle is second candle. I already told you that. And if the engulfing candle is green color, it will be a bullish. Okay, now see, this engulfing, if this is engulfing candle, here the engulfing candle is green. It engulfed the red candle, previous red candle. That means more number of buyers came and the price is moving towards upward here. In bearish engulfing scenario, more number of sellers will be coming to the market and they push the price towards downward. So this is engulfing candle here, and it is engulfed. It engulfed this previous green candle. It completely ate the previous green candle. So this is engulfing candle, and this is resistance zone. So after seeing this candlestick pattern, it acts as an additional confirmation, and you can make sell position immediately and book your profits. Okay, so that's how you should be trading on candlestick patterns. They act as an additional confirmation. In this scenario, this green candle engulfed red candle. So if it happens at support level, you can make buy position and book profits. In this scenario, if the red candle is engulfing in this scenario, the red candle is engulfing the green candle completely. And if this happens at resistance level, you can make sell position and book your profits. Okay. Now Harami. This is another candlestick pattern. Okay, now look at the diagram. This is how bullish harami looks like, and this is how the bearish harami looks like. Okay, so if the first candle is red, this candle, and second candle is green, this second candle, this is first candle and this is second candle. If it forms at support level, if this is forming at support level, then it is an indication to go long. I already told what is going long. Going long is nothing but making buy positions. the market will be bullish. Okay, and bearish harami. If the first candle is green, this is the candle which is in green color, and second candle is red, this is second candle which is in red color. And if it forms at resistance level, imagine that this candlestick happened at, I mean, this pattern happened at resistance level, then it's an indication to go short. Okay, going short is nothing but you need to make sell first and buy later. Okay, so I'm expecting that you guys are very clear with doji, hammer, harami. Okay, all right. This is another candlestick pattern, which is morning star candlestick pattern. Okay, for morning star candlestick pattern, just look at the candlestick pattern here. Okay, look at the diagram first and read the lines. Okay, it will look like this. Now see, morning star is a combination of three candles. I repeat, morning star is a combination of three candles where the first candle is red candle. This dark color candle is red candle, and sorry, and second and third candles are green color. Okay, these white candles are green candles here in our example. Now, if it forms at support level, then it's indication to go long. Okay, now see, I repeat, Morningstar is a combination of three candles where the first candle is red, second candle is green, and third candle is green. And if it forms at support level, it's an indication to go long. Okay, this is how the pattern looks like. And body of first and third candle should be above second candle. Look at the diagram carefully. Guys, give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm so sorry. All right. I'm so sorry. Yes. Thanks for your patience and thanks for waiting. So yeah, I repeat. Morning. All right. Morning star candlestick pattern. So morning star is a combination of three candles where the first candle is red and second and third candles are green. If it forms at support level, then it's an indication to go long. Okay. So body of first and third candle should be above the body of second candle. Look at this figure. This is the body of second candle, but the body of first and body of third are above the body of second candle. Okay. So remember the pattern, it's very important. So if it's forming at support level, then you can make buy position and yeah, book your profits. It's very simple. And if the second candle is doji, then it's like an additional confirmation. Okay. All right. So evening star. Okay, evening star. So evening star is a combination of three candles. It's similar to morning star, but in evening star, if the first candle is green color and second and third candles are red color, okay, and if it forms at resistance level, then it's an indication to go short, sorry, okay, and the body of first and third candle should be below the second candle, okay, and the second candle is doji, then it's an additional confirmation. So it's very similar to Morningstar. There is no other difference. They look similar, but Morningstar is bullish play. I mean, if the Morningstar is happening at support level, you need to go long. I mean, you need to make buy position. And if the evening star is happening at resistance level, you need to make sell position or you need to go short. Okay. I'll help you remembering this easily. Now see, morning star. In our universe, who is morning star? Sun, right? Sun is morning star. He rises. Sun rises. Sun rises imagine that you're at the mountains and you are seeing that sun is rising from the mountains. Okay, sun is rising. Okay, in morning, imagine morning star is sun, so sun is rising. Rising is nothing but upward, so buying pressure. So morning star is a uh, buying pressure candlestick patterns. Okay, so if you find this candlestick pattern at support level, make buy position and book profits. And imagine evening star. Who is evening star? Evening star is moon. Okay, but imagine that uh, sun is you are at, imagine that you are at a beach. Okay, so imagine sun is setting down. Okay, it looks like sun is going towards downward, right? In the similar way, evening star says that you need to go short. I mean, you need to sell first and buy later if the evening star candlestick pattern happens. I repeat, morning star imagine morning star is sun will rise in the morning. So when I call rising, it's like buying pressure. So morning star candlestick pattern is a buying candles, I mean bullish candlestick pattern. And if you find it at support level, you should go long. Okay, and evening star again, imagine the sun. Imagine that on one fine evening, you went to a beach, you sat in the beach, and you are looking at the sun. That sun is going to set down. I mean, sun is setting. So you'll be able to see that sun is going down into the, I mean, sun is setting down, sun is going down. Okay. So evening star candlestick pattern, it's an indication to go short. It's like a selling pressure. Okay. So that's how you should be remembering morning star and evening star. Okay. Now see, here is the diagrammatic view of pictorial representation of morning star and evening star. This is how it looks. This is first candle, this is second candle, and this is third candle. So now see, the body of the second candle is, I mean, the body of first and third candles is above the body of second candle. In this scenario, this is evening star pattern. This is first candle, this is second candle, and this is third candle. In this pattern, the body of second candle is, I mean, the body of first and third candles are below the body of second candle. Okay. So, and remember the color. In for monistic pattern, the first candle color should be red and remaining two should be green. In evening star candlestick pattern, the first candle color should be red, for green, and second and third candlestick color should be red. Okay. Remember this pattern. It's very important. And morning star candlestick pattern should appear at support level to make buy position, and evening star candlestick pattern to appear if it appears at resistance level, then it's an indication to make sell positions. Okay. Now here comes the very important candlestick pattern, which is pin bar. Okay. So it plays a role of doji. Okay. Now look at the diagram. It looks like a pin, hairpin. Okay. Just take a minute and look at the picture. It looks like a pin. Okay. It will be having long wick and little body at the top, and also a small wick above the body. For bearish pin bar, it will be having long wick at the top and small body at the bottom, and the color of the body should be red for bullish, for bearish, and color of the body should be green for bullish. Okay, and there will be a small wick at the bottom of the body. Okay, that is very important because of that it looks like a pin, and we call it as a pin bar. Okay, now read the lines. It plays the role of doji. Okay, it has light body and large wick. Okay, and this candlestick is called reversal candlestick. Okay, and it looks like a pin, so we call it as a pin bar. Okay, larger the wick, stronger the reaction. I already told the wick area is nothing but the fighting area. Okay, that means the opponents fought here. Okay, this means the opponents fought here. So longer the wick, the rejection, stronger the rejection. And yeah, this is bullish pin bar. In bullish pin bar case, the body should be green. In bearish pin bar, the body should be red. Okay, bullish pin bar means you can make buy position if you find it at support level, and when it comes to bearish pin bar, that means you can make sell position. You can go short if you find this candlestick pattern at resistance level. Okay, now All right. These are all the very important points. There are some important points while dealing with candlestick patterns. I'm going to explain you what are all the important points that you need to keep in your mind while dealing with candlestick patterns. Okay. Among them, yes, always look for candlestick patterns before making entry. I already told at the beginning of the video that candlestick patterns will act as confirmations before making an entry. Okay. When I say confirmations, that means you need to look for pin bar or morning star or evening star or yeah dojis. It can be a long legged doji or it can be a gravestone doji or the dragonfly doji or it can be a harami candlestick pattern or it can be engulfing candlestick pattern. Okay, you need to look for all these candlestick patterns at the support or resistance levels before making entries or exits. All these candlestick patterns will act as additional confirmations before entering into the market. Okay, before making an entry. So yeah, always look for candlestick patterns before making an entry. And candlestick patterns can act as extra confirmations. This is very important. And longer the wick of the candle, stronger the rejection. I already told you many times. If the wick is longer, there is nothing but the fighting area between buyers and sellers. Okay. So if the wick is longer, that means there are strong. The stronger will be the rejection. That means if a candle is having body, green color body, and having a large wick, that means yeah, the body area is nothing but buyers won. The wick area is nothing but where there was a huge fight between buyers and sellers. Okay. And always look for candlestick patterns at the key levels. When I call it as a key level, it can be a support level or a resistance level or a breakout of pattern or trend line. Okay. I'm going to explain you what is a pattern in upcoming sessions. Okay. So I repeat, these are all the important points you need to keep in the mind while dealing with candlestick patterns. Among them, one is always you need to look for candlestick patterns before making an entry. Candlestick patterns act as an additional confirmation, and you need to look for candlestick patterns at support or resistance levels before entering into the market, before making buy or sell position. And yeah, you need to always look for candlestick patterns at key levels, at support level, at resistance level, trend lines, and for all those things before making an entry, you need to identify candlestick patterns, these candlestick patterns. Okay. And yes, the candlestick pattern can either be doji, dragonfly doji, gravestone doji, or a long-legged doji, or it can be a harami, or it can be a morning star, or it can be a evening star, or it can be a pin bar, or it can be an engulfing candle. Okay, these are all very important candlestick patterns. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me at any time. We'll be helping you out. Okay, so no worries. I'm expecting that you're all very clear till now. So, how to identify candlestick patterns effectively? Here comes an interesting questions. So, how to identify candlestick patterns effectively? It's very simple. Practice, practice, practice. Okay. You need to spend more time with the charts. Yeah, this skill comes from practice. You need to spend more time with the charts to identify candlestick patterns effectively. You need to draw support level, you need to draw resistance level, you need to draw trend lines, and you need to identify all these candlestick patterns. Okay. So spend more time with the charts to get habituated, to get addicted to charts. You need to get addicted to the charts to identify all these things. Okay. It doesn't take more time, but yeah, the more you spend, the more you learn. Okay. And yes, practice makes everyone perfect. I like this quote very much. Okay. So guys, so please practice, practice, practice. Spend more time with the charts so that you will get to identify all these things very easily once you are spending more time with the charts. And practice makes everyone perfect. So yeah, stick to that and work hard. All right. So if you're good with candlestick patterns and if my explanation is good, and yes, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone.